Got Nate the Great. Got Anthony that's averaging like $871 in profit a day every day so far this month, which is fantastic. Ulysses. Trung, good to see us. Michael, Margaret, good. Hey, what's up, Margaret? Lewis, Jay, Jamie Huff. Let's see if I have Jamie's on with the beard or not. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Okay. Jamie. Mr. Wee, what's up, Wee? Me and Wee, we've been phone flipping for years, way back in the day. Frank, David Kennedy, Christine Costello, good to see you. Mr. Chris Cripe, Blanca and Gary, good to see you guys here. Arthur, all right, let's dive right into it. Any tips for building up endurance when negotiating? Yes. I got a pro tip that'll keep you guys going all night long. Oh, I got the speaker over here. Is this better? Can you guys hear me better now? That's right. Flipping forward. That's what she said. That's right. That's what Aaron said. I don't know what she said. That's what Aaron said. All right, guys. So let's talk about this. I'm going to show you this message negotiation. It's 10 pages. This is from Repeat Business, but there's a lot of principles in here. So we're going to skip over the RWOCM, but before that, give me some things we know when it comes to like message negotiation. What are some rules? I need to know some of the rules when it comes to message negotiation. Message negotiation. And that guy said, oh, you said it was a A+, right? Oh, guys, your boy Goldstein's trying to close and make some extra monies. Thank you. Third, well, I guess we can blow this up and make it a little bit bigger. We're gonna just ignore those numbers at the top. Those are Aaron's cheat sheet. Third grade reading level, 7-second rule, 3 questions before offer. Oh, thank you. Always make the fucking offer. That's important. Guys, it doesn't matter how low. Okay, so I go and I buy that Max a couple days ago from the Reach Out Method. You guys know it because I posted the screenshot of the convo in the Facebook group and I got him down in price. Guys, where is the group chat at? One idea per line. Oh, so anyway, I go to meet up with him, and I'm on Max, right? Even a bad ESN, you can pay like 30-40% of the price of the Max. Then he brings out the tablet. And the tablet, I can only pay like 15% the price of the phone. It was a 6th generation tablet. He totally bought it. He bought it for like $500. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. So I'm going to make an offer, and I'm like, damn. The phone that has an issue with it, I'm buying that at like 35% of the retail value. And this tablet, I'm about to offer 15%. However, I didn't let that stop me. I was a little nervous, but I said, I'll tell you what, it's a great tablet. I can give you $120 for it. And he said, oh, that's actually what GameStop told me they could give me for it. Now, why is that important? Why is that important? Because universally, everyone pays top dollar for phones they can pay top dollar on, and everyone pays lower amounts for items they can pay lower amounts on. When it's more popular, everyone can pay more. I can pay more, Ann can pay more, GameStop can pay more, even the shitty kiosks at the mall, they're going to pay more. When you bring in an item that's not that popular, where the resale value is just not that high, everyone universally is going to pay less, so don't let that affect you. Make an offer on every item. Every item, make an offer on it. And the strategy behind this is if instead of like trying to like beat around the bush or be nervous that you're going to make an offer because you feel it's low, you just follow the fucking script. You make an offer, awesome, I can give you X amount for it, and you do that on every single person, even on the items that you seem like a super low ball offer. You think at the end of the month you might have picked up a few additional items then you didn't pick up just by making an offer, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Guys, I think the answer might be yes. I think it might be yes. Hold on a second. We got to do, oh, no, hold on. We ain't going to go there. And it's like crack screen. Damn. Yes, I paid it off so I could upgrade. Ah, fuck, I don't know if I could do that much on it. All right. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna hang out with you guys, and then I'm gonna work on this negotiating anyway. Dang, Jamie said today I heard you say make the fucking offer. I did and they accepted. Fantastic. So that's kind of a pro tip. The other thing is we're gonna mirror. We're gonna mirror the other person. And the other thing is, and this is a big one, we want to be fully invested in the convo, but not need the deal more than the customer wants to sell it. There's an energy underneath the convo by how quickly you respond, the words you say, if you're using emojis or exclamation marks and they're not, which we know is a big no-no. So all these things. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right into it. We're going to pull up I thought I had a screen pulled up. Guys, I thought we're going to go here. Now we're going to go here. And it says we're going to start by number 8. This is repeat business, all right? Now, just give me like a 1 in the chat if you guys can see the screen. I need to make sure you guys can see the conversation at the top and the notes on the bottom part. Cool. All right, thanks. What's up, Yev? How are you doing, Yev? I like that Yev guy. Yev's nice. He's polite. Like the way he dresses. He's got a cute family. All right, so say, hey, I just ordered an iPhone XR and an XX Max still in wrapper. How much will you pay? For both, I was thinking $750. So we got a couple things going on right here, right? The first thing is this is a good deal, right? This is a good deal. We don't even have to lowball here. They say they were thinking, so guys, we got to remember, we're going to be, because you guys hear, we talk about this all the time, it's not just a one thing. These people have emotions, feelings, insecurities, certainty and uncertainty. They're bluffing. They're trying to get the most amount of money they can for their phone. We're trying to get it for the cheapest. And stuff that happens in the past, as we know, carries over with the different levels. So give me some feedback just on this one right here. Just on this one right here. It's something with the second line that makes me that there's something about the second line in the words they say that kind of gives me some insight on how I think they're thinking. What are you guys' thoughts so far? I already want to be putting the strategy together. What's this person about? Are they aggressive? Do they really want to sell it? Are they kind of needy? Are they going to play hard to get? Do I get a feeling they're going to bluff? Because if I can get a sense they're going to bluff, I can call them out. He's desperate and needy. He's thinking. They feel the price is high. That's right. You guys are right. He says, I was thinking $750. For both, I was thinking $750. The reason we know that he's not sure about the price, it was actually a she, but the person wasn't sure about the price, I was thinking. The person said, I was thinking. And then they put the offer out there and they put a little energy behind the offer, hence the exclamation mark. So what I should have, now this is a good deal, right? Sealed XX Max and XR for $750. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. But what Aaron made a mistake, guys. I'm embarrassed to tell you I made a little mistake. I want all you guys to love me. So what I should have done if I had to redo it is I should have tried to talk them down in price, okay? However, I got all excited because I'm like, I'm going to make $250 per, I don't even know, I don't care the carrier or the gigabytes at this point. I'm going to make big money. What I should have done is I should have asked a couple qualifying questions, not sounded too excited, and then asked for like a lower offer, like $670 or something like that. Not too low because that's a good price, but try to get it for a little bit cheaper. Because there are people that will take it for cheaper. I've gotten plenty of deals, I'm sure you guys have too, where you've gotten deals and just made a ton of money, right? And the reason that it would have made sense, well, let me show you what I did. I messed up a little bit, and I'll show you how I kind of refixed it. Yeah, they were sealed, right? They were sealed. Still in the wrapper. I mean, they're sealed. I'll show you what I did. I got a little too excited. Aaron's not perfect, but the deal will still close. I'll show you. We'll show you. Hey. The reason I say hey is they say hey. Brand new, right from the store, right? So we know, one of the things we know is before we make an offer, or before we accept, even if they're going to put an offer out there and it's a good deal, we want to ask one or two questions that are tie-down questions so we don't get too excited. Because if they say, I was thinking 750 and I was like, great, exclamation mark, that sounds like a great deal. Just let me know when you get it. What happens when they get it? What's the fucking problem with that? What happens when they get it? They're going to get it, and instead of being excited about accepting 750, they're going to say, what about a little bit more? So what we always want to do is we want to ask one or two questions before we accept the offer to make it seem like, A, we're not going to jump on it, and B, that they had to work a little bit so they're happy with the 750. Because if they can smell, if they can get a sense that I'm willing to pay that or maybe pay more, then they're going to come back with, oh boy, I'm setting myself up. This is not good, guys. I'm a little embarrassed. Yes. As long as both are in the wrapper, you got a deal. All right. Now, what if I had to redo this? What I would have done is, because they said they were thinking 750, is I would have said, hey, brand new right from the store, yes. And I would have actually tried to get them down in price. I would have offered like 660, 680, made up an excuse. That way, they're fighting for me to come up to 750. And I'm putting them in the frame, in the position, in the mindset to where, let me try to get the guy to accept 750 instead of the mindset of, let me try to get the guy to pay a little bit more. I said, as long as they're both in the wrapper, you got a deal. So I did ask one tie down, but I should have went a little bit lower because they said thinking and they were not sure. Thinking shows not sure. Then I said, you getting them today or are they getting shipped, right? Now, this was a good question. I'm just trying to move it forward. Are we meeting up today or are we meeting up later, right? There's nothing wrong with this. This is me working out the logistics. And for the RWOCM, we agreed on the price, the close. It's time to go for the meetup. And, of course, I'm going to always be leading that by asking a question. So, and then they said 8, 7. I think it's 4 now. Says they're getting shipped. Okay, cool. Just let me know when they arrive and we'll meet up. Exclamation mark, to mirror their exclamation mark. And I'm always saying this. Let me know, right? You don't just want to leave it hanging. You want to close it down. Let me know when they arrive. Let me know when you get it. Let me know when you leave the store. Let me know when you've transferred your stuff, right? Let me know. You always need to be saying that. You need to be leading it towards the next step, towards the next part of the process. So I would never just say, okay, cool, and that's that. It just let me know when they arrive. So give me a 1 in the chat if you guys are on the same page with everything we talked about so far. And the little mistake that Aaron made. Okay, Aaron does make the mistakes, right? I only did like 85 grand last month. So I'm not, but all right, cool. So now, oh, I'm embarrassed to show you guys this, right? Now, another tip is when you could get a phone flipping, you will be able to self-tweak yourself. When you go through enough of these, and I know a lot of you guys are going to do it now, you'll be like, all right, I was a little too strong there. Okay, I should have done this. Or I handled the levels wrong. And that's fine. That's part of the business. Hell, I did it today, right? You'll see. So let's keep moving forward. Oh, boy. Says, okay, I got you. Me, sounds good, right? So you see how this closed the end of that combo. This is important, kind of a pro tip. Close the end. No, boy. Oh, boy. You guys really don't want to see what happens next, do you? Oh, boy. I don't think you guys want to see. I'm embarrassed to show you guys, all right? I'm embarrassed to show you guys. All right, let me show. Oh, boy. Oh God. I got a problem, guys. Problem. Hey, I was thinking. Oh, that's not good. Ugh. Woo! Okay. I'm just going to show you guys, all right? Hey, I was thinking about 120 for bow steel seal. Whose fault is this? Is this the greedy customer's fault? Or is this Aaron for not fully micro-calibrating himself on Monday 3 days ago? Whose fault is it? It's one person's fault. It's Aaron's fault. You guys can tell me. It's Aaron's fault. It's my fault. Because they were thinking, they were not sure, and instead of me offering a little bit less, and I could have probably got it for a little bit less, now I'm going to have to give up some of the profit. Okay? That's how it is. So now I'm going to try to still close the deal, and make, you know, 3. I like on these new phones, I like to make, you know, the minimum is really like 150 profit. I'd be I really want to make like 200 profit on these, but so now it's like I kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit, right? I have the phones, but $740 for both is not a good deal. Now let me show you what I do. When this person sends it, I know I messed up, right? I know I messed up a lot, or not a lot, but I know that I messed up previously. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the way back because I need to get them to come down in price a lot. I was a little too needy, a little too desperate in the beginning. So now the strategy is I need to pull back as far as I can go while still wanting to earn their business and not being an asshole about it. So I'm not going to wait like 3 hours to respond to them. I'm not going to just send a lowball offer, but I got to word it in a way to where there's still intent there, but there's no neediness or desperation from me, and I get them to come to me. So we're going to go to number 2. I say, any idea how many GB they are? Because if there are more gigabytes, I could possibly go more, right? 64 gigabytes. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to follow the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer. I'm going to use intent, but I'm going to pull back all the way. Now we have 3 types of offers. We have hard, medium, and soft offers. I'm going to pull back past the soft offer. We'll call it a super soft offer. So let me show you what I said. And then I want you guys to tell me what you think about it. They are great phones. It's just the new iPhones come out in a few months, so the prices for these models have came down. I'd love to buy them, but can't do anywhere near that price, unfortunately. So let me read it again. I want you guys to feel it. They're great phones, intent. It's just the new iPhones come out in a few months, so the price for these models have came down. I'd love to buy them, intent, but can't do anywhere near that price, unfortunately. So you guys see what I'm doing here? It's like I'm pulling back all the way. I'm not even asking them to come down, but I did this because worst case is if they pulled out of the conversation, I could have came on. If they were like, no worries, I appreciate the conversation. Or if they like pulled out of the conversation, I could have came back in and been like, would you do any less? Or I could have came back in with a medium offer. So I planned it to where my goal was I wanted them to chase me a little bit and pursue me because I got to get them down in price. But I'm going to position it to where you guys see how I also waited 4 minutes here, and this was kind of strategic. 327, and I waited 4 minutes. So I wanted them to think a little bit and to feel the tension, just like you feel tension. You know how like you feel tension when you're negotiating if they're going to accept the offer or not? They feel the same tension. So I wanted to show like no neediness, but still be in there like I'm willing to do the deal. But again, I didn't respond like 2 hours later, right? That would have just kind of been, that'd be stupid. I waited a few minutes purposefully, and then I worded it to where I'm like, I'm trying to get them to chase me. But if it doesn't work and they don't chase me, if they're like, well, no worries, let me shop around a little bit, then I could always come back with, hey, listen, they're great phones. Would you do any less? Then I could chase them a little bit. But I need to kind of calibrate from the mistake I made 3 days ago. So give me like a 1 in the chat if you kind of see this. If you see it, if you understand the psychology behind it, and you know if you think it was a pretty good response, right? I think it was a pretty good response, right? Pulling all the way out. I'm like, but I'm still in there, right? If I didn't have the intent lines, these are great phones and I'd love to buy them, this wouldn't really work. It works because it's implying I want to do the deal with you, but I don't need them. And then I say I can't do anywhere near that price, unfortunately. I'm using the word unfortunately. I'm kind of softening it because I need them to see that we're not going to be able to do the deal on that price. And I'm trying to make them question the price they want to get them to drop significantly. So let's keep moving forward. So will you do for 1? They are brand new. As I said, what will you do for 1? They are brand new. Well, that's a 2, so we're going to go to 5. I say, sorry, just saw this. This was about 10 minutes later. So I'm being polite, right? Even though it was only 10 minutes, we were kind of going back and forth. I'm saying, sorry, just saw this. So I'm being polite. It's like the words I say are being polite, But the actions, aka me taking a few minutes to respond, I'm trying to add another level of, I don't need the deal, you're kind of asking too much, and I'm kind of turned off by it, so I'm not responding. But the words are saying, I want to do the deal with you. So I'm kind of using everything in my advantage because I made the mistake on Monday. The conversation was on Monday, and I'm trying to recover, and all right, how much do I got to give up to make this deal work? So they want to know how much I can do. I can do 500 on the max and 300 on the XR. So 800 if you wanted to sell both. Now, what do you see about this? There's something a little strategic I did here on purpose. It's very rare that I don't do anything that doesn't have a purpose with me trying to get an outcome. Sometimes it's not the perfect thing, as you guys know. Sometimes Aaron gets excited. I'm human like everyone else. What do you see about these offers right here? So they wanted to know, she wanted to know what I could do on both of them, right? So I said my offer for both, and I put 500 on the max and 300 on the XR, but then I did the final thing was the total dollar amount for both, and I put a $sign for the total dollar amount. So I'm trying to make it to where what I'm presenting to the customer, the most attractive option that the customer finds is the option that I want. You guys kind of see that? I got 500, which is just 500 for the max, and 300 for the XR, so I'm answering her question. People remember the last thing you say, so then I make the last thing the total price for both of them with the $sign there. And I would go up in price here a little bit, right? But again, I'm always, right, you start low and then you go high. That's kind of how this works. You guys can still, just give me like a yes in the chat if you guys can still see this and everything. Just because I was afraid to go. All right, cool. Thank you, Ryan. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. He goes, I'll sell you the max and I'll keep the XR and sell it for 400. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna try to buy both of them. I'm going to go, they agreed to the max. So I'm going to go for the meetup for that. And then while they're kind of driving to me, or while they're kind of going for the meetup and we've kind of closed the meetup, I'm going to circle back around and try to close the XR. Why? Because then they're already coming to me. They're more invested. The further you get them down the 4 or 5 part process, right, the more invested they are, the more excited they are. Also, they have more time to think about it, and she might just say, fuck it, just take it for the 300, right? I don't really want to have to post it, and what happens when you post it on Marketplace? You're going to post it on Marketplace. A bunch of people are going to try to scam you and get them to ship it to you. Your people are going to say, hey, why don't you do 200 and I'll pay the next 200 next week. They're going to try to trade you an iPhone 6 with a cracked screen for $150. They're going to want you to meet them at the store to make sure it's not, to see if it's paid off, and they get all bunch of bullshit, right? So let me go ahead and move through the process for the max, and then once kind of that's finalized, then I can work on the XR. The other thing is, another sales tip is the longer you have them in kind of entrenched and thinking about it, the more likely they are to buy it. When you go to the car dealership and what's going on, hey, I'm thinking about buying a car, might trade this in, fantastic. They want to get the keys to the car you're trading in. And it's going to take them 10 minutes to appraise the car, but they're going to hold on to the keys for like 2 hours because they know the more you look at the new car and the more you think about the new car, and after you test drive the new car and you start to rationalize the price of the new car, once 2 hours have gone by and you thought about that over and over again, you have a higher chance of walking away with your new car. What's up, Margaret? I saw the person in the back of a peace sign. See, Aaron pays attention a little bit. So, so I said, no worries and sounds good. When did you want to meet? Moving it forward, leading with questions, standard negotiating, right? Mirroring everything, all that good shit. When are you available? I can meet now. I actually couldn't meet now. And she sent me a picture. I like the picture. Shows that she's invested. I wasn't even sure who it was. I got like 50 people saving my phone as like new iPhones. So I don't know who it was. So I saw the fingernails. I was like, oh, I guess it's a girl, right? Unless, you know, guys get their fingernails done, which is totally fine because 11 years ago when I read The Mystery Method, I painted my fingernails black for like half a year. So it's all good there either way. 5. We're going to go over to 9. So, awesome. Now, I'm helping my dad out with something. I can't meet him right away. Hey, what's up, Victoria? Oh, you guys look like twins almost. Huh? Pretty cool. I said, awesome. Can we meet in like 1 hour? So, and now what is this right here, guys? Someone tell me what this is. Can we meet in like 1 hour? What is this? Thanks, Jamie. That's right, a soft phrase. I'm not saying let's meet in an hour. We're using soft phrases here. Soft phrases. Can we meet? Would it be okay? If I just said let's meet in an hour, that's not good enough. Can we meet in an hour? Is there any way we can meet in an hour? And then I just throw the excuse out there too. I'm finishing helping my dad with something, then can come straight to you. So I'm saying, awesome. Can we meet in an hour? Soft phrase. I kind of have a little excuse here, right? To let her know I'm just not bullshitting. To let her know that it's kind of something, right? And then I say, and then I can come straight to you, right? Now, why is this kind of important? I'm saying straight to you to kind of show that, you know, even though I'm going to try to get her to come to me, okay? I'm saying straight to you, so it's like, he seems serious about this. You guys see this? I'm not saying, can we meet in like 1 hour, right? That doesn't have as strong as effect of, can we meet in like 1 hour? Then I have an excuse, and then I have, and then come straight to you. I'm letting her know that, hey, you guys kind of feel that? I'm in the deal. I want to buy it. I'm here with you. I'm not going to flake. I just can't meet right now. I kind of like to meet right now. I'm just helping Dad with something I can't. You guys see that? That's okay as well. Okay, cool. I'll text in like 30 to 45 minutes and head your way. So now I'm confirming it, right? I'll say I'll text you. I'm not saying it wouldn't make sense to say, okay, cool, chat soon. You got to reaffirm everything. You got to make it rock solid. We get nervous, the customer's going to flake. The customer gets nervous, we're going to flake. So we got to be rock solid in our communication. And if you're going to meet up with them in 1 hour or in 8 hours when you get off work, you need to be talking like this to let them know, to get a feeling that like it's really solid. You guys see how when I say this, there's no, all the words I'm saying are like, I'm real serious, we're going to meet up. It's nothing flaky. It's nothing like, all right, cool, I'll text you in a little bit. Or, okay, cool. That would not be the right thing to say. Okay, cool, I'll text in like 30 to 45 minutes. I'm giving an exact time. And then I'm saying, and I'll head your way. I'm like bleeding into the meetup a little bit. It's like, it's going to happen. Give me like a 1 in the chat if you guys can kind of feel that. I just kind of want to emphasize it because it's important. You need to be talking like this. In the beginning, sometimes if you're getting a lot of people that flake, it could be because you're not talking strong like this, and they would actually meet up with you, but they get a sense like you might flake, and they don't want to show up and get flaked on and feel rejected, so then they flake on you. When you talk strong like this, it helps lock it down, right? So I'm always cutting everything off. I'm buying the phone. I'm going to head straight to you. I'm heading your way. I'm not leaving it there. I'm letting it know that like my mindset and who I am is about the next step. And then I say, can we meet at the Quick Trip on Lindbergh and 270? So I say I'm going to come to you, but then I try to get them to meet at the Quick Trip 4 minutes from you. It doesn't matter, right? Make them feel good. And the worst case is we'll figure it out later. And it turns out that she was by there anyway. All right, I'm getting food, and that's perfect. All right, cool. So everything is great. All right, I appreciate it. Text you soon. Okay? So again, and I'm responding to her. If she said, okay, I'm getting food, that's perfect, I'd be like, all right. Right now, okay, I appreciate it. Text you soon. So I'm kind of, I haven't came up with it. I'm locking it down, right? I'm locking down the meetup. It's solid. It's solidified. And then I say, I appreciate it, right? So it's appreciated is almost like an intent line, even though it's really not. But it's kind of, I'm like, I appreciate it, right? I appreciate you working with me. Text you soon, blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to go to, nope, that was 9. Now we're going to go to 6. She sent a question mark 40 minutes later. And I was just about to text her. So I said, hi, want to meet now? QTL on Lindbergh and 270. Leading with questions. I can be there in 14 minutes. So I'm kind of confirming the places and everything and then letting her know basically I can head right there. This is another thing that I do. Even if I'm like 15 or 20 minutes away exactly, I always like to say like, all right, I'm 14 minutes away. Or if I'm going to meet up with someone and it's like literally 30 minutes away, I'm like, all right, I'm en route now. GPS says I'm 32 minutes away. I just like, it makes it seem like I'm not kind of, it makes it seem more solid. It doesn't make it seem like I'm kind of, I'm not like a, so-and-so. It's solidified. His GPS says he's 32 minutes away, right? He's going to be 14 minutes. It just makes it sound like it's more like, kind of, hey, that's kind of cool, Ulysses, all over the place. I'm about to make a stop, then head to you. Okay, just let me know when you're on your way. You see this again? This again, let me know when you're on your way. You need to be saying, it's not just, okay, LMK stands for let me know. It's not just saying, okay, let me know. All right, you got to confirm it. Let me know when you're on your way, because when you're leaving, then I'm going to leave. And it wouldn't make sense for me. All right, sounds good. I'll see you in a little bit. You guys see how that would be the absolute wrong thing to say, because she's going to make a stop. How long is that going to take? Is she just stopping, right? Is she getting her nails done? Is she getting some ice cream, right? Is it going to be 3 hours? Let me know when you're on your way. Heading over now. Now we have an issue. The issue is Dad got a scooter, and the scooter stopped. It stopped. We got it to the place, but for some reason it stopped working. So I'm gonna try to get her to come to the scooter place. The scooter place is it's like 10 minutes away from the Quick Trip, and I also GPSed it. I also GPSed how far I was away from the Quick Trip, so I was able to communicate this. So I send this different address. So I send a different address. Is there any way we can meet here? So what's this right here? Is there any way we can meet here? I'm not saying meet me here. I'm not saying we have to meet here. That's too strong. Thank you. Another soft phrase. It's about 11 minutes from Quick Trip. My dad can't get his motorcycle to start. It was a scooter, but I don't call him a whatever. It's a motorcycle dealership. I can meet you in the front if that's okay. So I'm saying, is there any way we can meet here? It's about 11 minutes from the Quick Trip. So I'm saying it's not that far away. And then I have the excuse, right? I always was using these excuses. My dad can't get his motorcycle to start. There's a motorcycle. It's a motorcycle dealership. I can meet you in front if that's okay. So what am I doing here? I'm using a soft phrase. I'm saying how far it is. I'm using the excuse. And then I'm not just sending the address and saying, come here, because, you know how we're afraid we're going to get robbed or it's going to be a scam. They're afraid it's too. So I say it's a motorcycle dealership, right? And it wasn't really a dealership. It was kind of like a scooter dealership, but it was actually kind of, it didn't really look like one until you went inside. But I'm making it sound like it's a big public place. You guys see that? I'm not saying it's a small motorcycle shop that's kind of somewhat in an okay area if best. That doesn't sound too good. I'm talking it up. You guys see that? So that's important. I can meet you in the front if that's okay. And then and now why is this important? I'm kind of trying to remove any negative. I'm not saying, hey, we can meet in the parking lot in the back. We can meet in the side. I'll meet you in front of this big motorcycle dealership. So you see how when I word it like this, it's a little bit more appealing to get her to come to me. And then I'll say, I'll give you $5 extra for your time too, right? For gas, right? Just because make them feel good. It's $5 extra. I don't really care. So you deserve a negotiation. I don't know what that means. What about $9.50 for both? I'm glad she brought this up. Guys, don't worry. Aaron Goldstein was going to bring it up. Okay, you guys got nothing to worry about. But I like that she brought it up because that means she really wants to sell it. That means that I'm kind of in a stronger position. So now we got to start the negotiating. I'm sorry, I just can't. I can do $8.40 for both, though. I don't know why I said the smiley face. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just how I was feeling. So I came up a little bit, right? And I was already prepared to come up a little bit, okay? I can do $8.50 for both, though. What about $900? So she doesn't really care, right? If I played it correctly, I was going to get it for $7.50 or even a little bit lower than that. But I made a little mistake. I taught myself a lesson, right? I'm calibrating my response. So let's see what happens next. 10. Nope, that's not correct either. Hold on. There's one more conversation, guys. Give me 1 sec. I gotta screenshot it. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to screenshot this part. All right, we're going to screenshot it. We're going to email it, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, we're going to hit that. 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 Okay. Okay. So, now we're back negotiating. What about 900? Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of, I can tell she wants to sell it. We're probably going to have to meet in the middle, right? It's probably what's going to have to happen. But I can be kind of hard about it, right? And I'm okay coming up in price a little bit because I'm still going to make some money on it. There comes a point where it's like right around the 130, 140 profit mark for a new phone like this where it's dead cut off. But I'm not at that point yet, so we can still negotiate. I'm on the way. I'm not sure what this means. I'm like on the way to that location. So she's already come to the location. I was almost going to accept 900, but let's try to get her down. Okay, cool. So let me acknowledge that. Deal or no deal. So what do I like about this? She's pursuing me, right? She really wants to sell it. I was about to accept the 900 because that would have been like right at the price point. However, let me try to get her down a little bit. And I get the feeling I can get her down because she brought it up. She's already on her way to me, and she's saying deal or no deal. 860 for both. Okay. So now I could have said meet me in the middle. I was at 850 and she was at 900. I could have said meet me in the middle, but because I got all these things for me now I can kind of push for her to come closer to me. 860 for both, 880. Meet in the middle at 870 and you got a deal. Now watch where this shit happens. She goes 875 for both. So now we're just going back and forth, right? But the customers, they like to do that shit sometimes. And then I say that. And since it's just kind of being silly, because we're negotiating on pennies now, I just kind of loosen it up. Because it's like, this isn't real serious right now. We're talking about $5 right? So I do that. And then I don't know. I just felt like being silly because we know it's just, guys, it's $5. It ain't that serious, right? So I say, deal, LOL. Just let me know when you're here and I'll come to the front. So normally I wouldn't do this, but we went back and forth, for the whole freaking afternoon. It's $5. We can keep it light. She goes, LOL, right? She kind of knew we were just negotiating over $5. On my way. Okay, see you soon. Okay, mirroring, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And then I'm also, again, let me know when you're here and I'll come to the front, right? I'm always trying to bring up the next step. Let me know when you get it. Let me know when they arrive. Let me know when this happens. Let me know when you leave there and you're on your way, right? It's always kind of let me know the next micro step. Pulling up in 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be in the front. I'm outside, right? And I'm acknowledging everything here. Pulling up in 10 minutes. I'm saying, okay, I'll be in the front. I'm not saying, okay, cool. I'm saying, okay, I'll be in the front, right? It's the next step. And then we did the deal. And that's that. So, guys, that's the whole conversation. So, what do you guys think? I made a little mistake in the beginning. So I probably could have got them for about 150 less. However, I was able to recover it. Everything was good and we were still able to work out a deal. Oh, and then, of course, when she left, I said, thanks again. Let me know when you get some more. She goes, no problem. I'll let you know. So I sent the follow-up text as well. Even though it's repeat business, a lot of times I like to send the follow-up text to let them know I'm ready for the next one. And then when the next one comes, all right, when did you want to meet, right? I'm always kind of going to the next thing. It's all about getting an end result. And then it'll be like, let me know when you get some more. I said that to her in person. The follow-up text said, thanks again, let me know when you get some more. But in person, I also said, hey, let me know when you get some more. And she said she might get some in a few days. We'll see. But it's always, this is not the end of the deal. I want to see you again with more phones that I can buy from you. That's what I'm trying to get at. What should you have done in the beginning, Trung? So it's basically what I talked about. In the beginning, I should have said, when she said she was thinking about getting 750, I should have asked 2 tie-down questions. All right, you said they're brand new, right? Yep, they're brand new. And then another one. Any idea which company they're with? I don't even know. AT&T. Okay. And then I should have said, I should have made an excuse and try to get a lowball. Should have said, they're great phones. It's just the new iPhones are coming out in a couple months, so the price on these have dropped. Would you do $660 for both of them? So I should have, because she was here. Her mindset was here for the phones, and she was unsure because she said she's thinking, I should have gone here, so we could have met in the middle here, which is probably what would have happened. Instead of her being here, I accepted this offer real fast, and because I accepted this offer, she had 3 freaking days to think that, damn, he accepted the offer fast. If he accepted the offer here, let me try to get it up here. So we negotiated here instead of negotiating here. Negotiating here would have been better because I would have been able to make some more money on it. Still got the deal closed, right? We were just kind of in recovery a little bit. Everything was cool. But it was, you know. So you make some money, you learn a lesson, and that's that. So that's what I should have done in the beginning. So what do you guys think? Good combo. You guys learn something, not learn something? Aaron, I do it better than that all the time. What are you doing showing me these amateur message negotiations? Something like that. Got a 1 from Trump. You stay. That's right. Well, yeah. And you guys saw I stayed fully in the combo. Fully in the combo. We're going to make it work. It just, we got to get the right price. Pro Love Laren says, Yev. Appreciate it, Yev. All right, guys. We got 10 minutes. Let me know what questions you guys got in the chat. And someone asked a question earlier about something. Let me know what that was, too. We talked about it. When someone wants to renegotiate, Ulysses says, when someone, what do you mean? Yeah, Ulysses, when someone wants to renegotiate, you just do exactly what I do here. Use the 4 parts of an effective counteroffer, soft, medium, and hard offers, and you either stick to the price, which is sometimes you got to do. Sometimes you can't go anymore. Sometimes you do it just for principle. You know, this one guy hit me up today. He was going to have a phone, and he said that someone else could pay him more for it. And I almost could have come up to the price, but he sells me phones consistently, and the price I offer are fair. Usually I only make about $150 in profit for each phone he sells me. So I didn't want to go up to the price on principle, because if I went up and the price he wanted, I would have made like $70 on, which I wouldn't have done anyway, because that I would not pay. It was a max sealed, so I wouldn't pay that much for it, and to only make $7 profit on. But also it's principle, right? And also it could have been bullshitting. Okay, so you don't know, right? You don't know. Maybe he found someone that was actually willing to only make $70 on the phone. Maybe it was a store and he was going to go meet up with them, and then they met with them. I've bought phones from other people. They met phone flippers in St. Louis, in the area, and then the phone flippers actually try to lowball them when they meet up face to face. So I don't know if it was that, but it was, it was principle. I said, hey, I can't do it, but I can meet you whenever. If you want to sell it at my price, right? I'll have the full amount in cash, because he could have been bluffing. There's a bunch of things. So I'm trying to take all the things. If they want to renegotiate in person, I say no. This is what we agreed on. I can't do it. I use the excuse. The new iPhones are coming out in a few months. So this is the highest I can go on it. Or I make up another excuse. I've had that happen a few times. One guy, the phone was cracked up and it had some other issue. And he's like, it's a good phone. Could you do any more? I say, it's a great phone. However, the screens on these are just really expensive to fix. And because it is a few models older, this is the highest I can go is the 80. And then you reaffirm the offer and then you shut up. So once you use the whole little spiel, intent, excuse, another offer, you shut up and you look at them. Because sometimes they need a few minutes to internal. Oh, okay, shit, all right. That's what I do. Would you share the combo to the next level? Of course. Let go ads have been discarded even after trying the 24-hour warm-up method. No worries, Margaret. Give me the stats, Margaret. I got to know. So, like in the last 4 days, from all the ads you post, give me like all the ads you posted total. And so I guess it would be 4 ads in free, 4 ads in general, 4 ads in services. Did they all get discarded in all the platforms? Kind of give me the breakdown of it. And then, of course, let me know if you're using hot and cold theory too, right? Are you making sure the ads are like colder ads? And then we definitely talk about that, though. How to deal with customers that say a phone is unlocked. Oh, well, Jamie, everyone thinks their phone is unlocked. Whenever someone says their phone's unlocked, I say, all right, great, and I praise it as Sprint bad ESN. And then the worst case is I ask them where the phone was unlocked from, and if they say like Verizon or Apple, then I will appraise it as unlocked at that point, and then when I meet up with them, I run the IMEI. But anytime someone tells me the phone's unlocked, I always just appraise it as Sprint in the beginning and go from there. You know, we know it's not unlocked. But sometimes they are unlocked, right? One guy, he had a phone, and he said it was like AT&T, but unlocked. And we were far apart. We were real close in price. It was like $30. I said, I'll tell you what. If the phone's unlocked, if the phone is truly unlocked for any company, let's do the price you want, which was like $430. But if it's not unlocked, let's do $400. Deal? He said, deal. We met at the gas station. I ran the IMEI. It was actually unlocked, so I gave him the $430. That's right. And you gotta stand your ground too. There's no point, guys, in buying David's course, buying Next Level, going through the training, getting your ads not to stick, having people not show up, having people show up 20 minutes late with the wrong phone, having people forget their fucking ID and you got to have them call their friend and bring their ID, have the phone being dead and you got to charge it, having people on eBay want partial refund. There's no point in doing all that bullshit to make like $35 a phone. You want to be making solid profits in every deal so it's worth it. It's got to feel like a win. When I pick up the phone, I want to feel it, right? I want to feel it. I want to feel like, all right, this is something. Oh, I did all this work to make $35. That's great. I don't do that. The minimum profit for me is $50 a phone, and that's low-end phones, and that's like the low end. Even on the cheap shit, I try to make more. And then I want to be making usually $100 a phone. Any phone that's high-end, it's $100. That's the minimum. That's that. And it's good to have that because some customers, even when you do everything right, and you guys are maybe even just $50 apart in price, they won't actually sell it to you. Okay. Even when you go to like your minimum dollar amount. But some people will. I get deals all the time. It was like 3 weeks ago now, but this guy had like 7 phones and we negotiated. I started lowball and I came up. I got to the point where I was going to make $100 profit on every phone, but no more than that. And I say, hey man, they're great phones, but my top dollar price is this amount. He could feel that I wasn't going to come up. So I said, all right, deal. And then he had his guy meet me at the gas station. I bought all 7 phones. It was great. And one of them was clean IMEI, and the other one was unlocked. So instead of $700, I made like $850, $900 on that deal. So it's good to have your standards because, yeah, you're going to not get some deals, but you also close people on deals for you'll make more money on other deals. And when you're in abundance, a.k.a. you're keeping your pipeline full, a.k.a. you're posting on all the platforms you know you should be posting on, because you guys post on all the platforms, right? 1 ad a day and Letgo's free general services every fucking day, not twice a week. 1 ad on Marketplace every day. 8 ads on Craigslist. 8 ads in Facebook groups. Ad on OfferUp and Marketplace. And you do that and you're reaching out to 20 people a day. And you do that consistently. You keep your pipeline full. Your leads are coming in. So then you can do that stuff. If you're not on top of your shit and you're half-assing this business and you're putting up ads every now and then and you're getting 2 to 5 leads a day, well, of course, it's going to be hard for you to want to stick to the dollar amount you offer and to stick to kind of the baseline that you set for yourself because you're not in abundance. You get to abundance by posting a bunch of fucking ads every day forever, get multiple accounts like we talk about, 3 Letgos, 3 marketplaces, maybe 3 OfferUps or 5 miles if you use those platforms. You do that and you're posting everywhere daily and you're getting 30, 40, 50 leads a day, you can afford to do it because you know if someone doesn't accept the offer, it's not like you're not going to pick up phones for 3 days. You're going to hop back on the platforms and there's 15 other leads you're going to respond to and probably 5 other people you're going to follow up with. General and services, I've been getting discarded every time. Sandwich on general and services. All right, so the free sections are sticking, Margaret? Yeah, services, I do cold ads. And I ain't driving, Ant's not driving for it. That's right. Yes, most of them. All right, cool. Yep, I would do the sandwich method, Margaret. And keep posting daily. I would almost do a, what I would do if it's like, if it's kind of has a fever, I would do a sandwich. Yeah, I would do a sandwich. That's what I would do. I would do a sandwich and make sure you're using really cold ads. And then I also get another Letgo account. I would get a second Letgo account and I'd get that right away. It's very important to have a second Letgo account. Because sometimes you'll have like one Letgo account that's kind of cold, and then you'll have another Letgo account that's like medium and hot. I got 2 Letgo accounts on this phone, okay? I got it right here. I'm not even on any backup phones. I got them right here on this one because I'm using 2 accounts. And it's sometimes it's just kind of weird. And when you have 2 accounts, what you might want to do is warm up those sections for a couple days. You might even want to warm it up for like 2 or 3 days. I tell you a story. Shannon, us old veterans, people like Mr. Wee, and who else? Who else is an old veteran? Probably like Mr. Wee. Remember Shannon. Shannon had an account, couldn't get any ads to stick. She did warm-ups every day for a week straight, and then the ads started sticking. So you might have to warm it up for a few days in those certain platforms. But don't stop posting ads. That's why we got to get you another Letgo account. We got to get you another Letgo account right away so we keep the leads flowing in. We don't want to have any downtime in business because I want you guys to be out there making money. A lot of people, they're afraid to go out there and take action, so they're always preparing. They're preparing. I'm going to get all the backup phones. I'm not going to post fucking ads, and I'm going to spend a month making no fucking money trying to find a wholesaler to pay $30 more than the wholesaler I got because they think for some reason that's going to get their ass to $50,000 a month, and they're not even doing $2,500 a month. I'm going to make sure, wait till I get the big shipping supplies of all the bubble wrap. No one waits around here. Everyone here makes fucking money and picks up phones. If you follow the outline, I can't make you follow the outline. And then we kind of work out the details as we go along. That's what I want everyone here doing, right? I kind of make a strong emphasis in next level to where it's actions that make money now. Try to get up some money where you can, sure, spend $3, $4, $5 on deals if you come across it. That's all great. Do all that shit. I don't know. Do it, but put up ads, respond to leads, pick up phones that you can make money on now, and then we can figure out everything else later. Okay. The phone, guys, when I got started phone flipping, I was using a hoopty-doopty phone. Hoopty-doopty. The phone was such a piece of shit that a lot of times it wouldn't let me do 2 things at once. So like I would respond to someone on OfferUp because back then OfferUp was hot, which is why you always got to be testing out the platforms because, 5 miles might take off here in a little bit. OfferUp was hot. They'd say they're on their way, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm on my way. My phone wouldn't handle like OfferUp and the apps and maps working. I would literally have to restart my phone just to get the maps on my phone to work and actually load and take me to the location. And sometimes I had to do that like a couple times while I'm driving, okay? Then I go to take pictures for the eBay listings. You think the pictures were good when the phone I have doesn't even have the capacity anymore to have OfferUp and the maps working? Of course not, right? But I took a bunch of blurry pictures, which probably did not help out. And then I did the best description I can. And I sold those suckers. And I was doing $30,000 a month doing that. $30,000 a month. Was still working my full-time job, getting off work at 9 p.m. every day. lining up the appointments when I got off work, talking just like I would talk to you now. When you talk the way we just kind of went over now, I'll text you when I'm on my way, right? People will wait 6-7 hours. I did actually not lose that many deals by people not wanting to wait hours for me to get off work and me to meet them. Even though it was noon, I'd meet them at the gas station at 9:30 or 10. People were totally fine waiting that because they could feel I was serious and I was coming because I was talking to them like that, right? Don't fucking wait for anything. I'm going to wait till I quit my job. I'm going to wait till this happens. You've waited enough. Get to work and start picking up phones. Put up ads, respond to leads. How do you build negotiating stamina? You guys want to know the secret to building rock solid stamina? I just make up some bullshit. I'm just trying to make it sound as sexual. So, what you do, you guys are not going to like this. You guys are not, okay. So, a lot of people, guys, this happens to me too. So, right. You guys hear me talk about things, it's because I've done it, right? I've watched the YouTube videos that try to get past iCloud lock phones. I almost sent some money to someone in China thinking they were going to send me some real iPhones, and I didn't. Thinking I found the super secret website to buy iPhone X's for $200 a piece or whatever the hell it was. So I've fallen off the boat all sorts of times. I made a website I never use, still out there, phonemammoth.com. Probably still says I repair screens. Back when I repaired a few screens way back in the day. So one of the things is, it's okay. So sometimes, who's this ever happened to before? So maybe you eat some food that tastes real good. You get a big pasta for lunch. Maybe you get a burger. Get something that tastes good. Maybe get a nice soda. And then you feel sluggish for hours afterwards. You get tired. It's hard to even think. You can feel you have brain fog. It's like you can't even, your like willpower goes down the drain. You can't even get yourself to do it. You can barely get yourself to put up an ad, even though it takes 1 minute. Does that happen to anyone here? I know, because it used to happen to me all the time. So the trick to that, the fix to getting stamina, which will not only allow you to go longer, you'll be able to go longer without breaks. You'll be able to go longer. It will let you think clear as your diet. You got to be eating clean. This sounds really simple. You got to be eating good food. If you put bad food in your body, you're going to feel like shit. Your immune system is going to get weak. You're not going to be able to think that much. You're not going to be able to go that hard. Who here has had this? You had a hangover the next day, right? You smoked, you snorted, I don't fucking care. You drank something. The next day you wake up, you feel like shit. You eat some burgers or you eat a big thing of pancakes. You can't even function. You don't even put up any ads. You're like willpower's at zero. Then you might have had times where you've exercised, where you've ate real healthy, and you were able to focus. You were able to use your willpower. When you eat really healthy and you take care of your body, you actually strengthen your stamina and you strengthen your willpower. Most people wake up with like a 30 out of 100. They didn't eat that well. So they had issues going to sleep. They didn't sleep that good. You may or may not have slept that good. They wake up, they have some junky food, right? So they're going through ups and downs of all these sugar rushes. Maybe they're a little bit hungover. So they'll get on there, they'll respond to maybe 5 leads and fuck it. I can't even think, I can't even concentrate, I don't even care. If you start eating really healthy and you exercise, which is not the answer anyone wants, it's not sexy, it's putting good food in your body. It's strengthening your it's strengthening your body. It allows you to go longer. Anyone notice that like a year ago, I was eating okay, but I was a little bit heavier overweight. So I was okay, but not that good. I was doing 40, 50 grand a month. A couple months ago, I did 102 grand. Last month, I took it easy. I did $85,000 last month in sales. Month before that, $102,000. Not from Next Level or anything, simply from buying electronics locally and selling them. Did about $25,000. Why? Because I was eating healthier, and I have the ability, instead of going for 1 hour or 2 hours, I can go for 5-6 hours. I can stay in there. I can keep pushing. If you have a car that's an Indy 500 car, but it's got shit all in the tank, and the oil hasn't been changed in 15,000 miles, and you put some gasoline in it, it's not going to run nearly as good as if you change the oil, if you take care of it and you maintenance it well. If you eat real healthy and if you eat bad food, you're going to feel sluggish. You're not going to be able to think. And I see it with people that come on some of the trainings, because I'll teach the same thing. I'll see them on the same thing, and they post a conversation in Next Level, and they're not following like the 3 levels. I mean, we went over it like 10 times, right? You should be able to have your brain be sharp where you can retain information well. You can retain, I'm not saying you're supposed to retain everything all right away, but when your brain is sharp and you're eating healthy, you can retain information faster, and you can last longer just doing certain things. That's the secret. It's not sexy. Okay, it's not sexy. That's a secret. Okay? Perfect. Fantastic, Jamie. Ant works his business backwards. Starts with his daily profit number and works it backwards. Focus on the number and keep me going throughout the day. See, that's fantastic. Ant's going for his goal. He knows what he wants. He's got his goal in front of him. That's a good idea. That's right. No ice cream today. Ads and abs all day. I love it. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. It'll all be good. That's what I got for you guys. It is 8:10. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and probably go get a salad. Well, I can't get ice cream today after talking about everything we just talked about now. So now I'm going to go get a salad. And then maybe I go to the gym. Or maybe I see the new Pikachu movie.